I found the new king of small laser DPS builds. Hi friends, I'm TTB, welcome back to Clan Engineering. Today's mech is the Gargoyle, or like I like to call it these days, the 80-ton Piranha in an all ER Small Laser, insane amounts of armor build. This mech is kinda crazy. It goes over 80 kph with speed trigger and whatnot. You can get this to 90. It has a insane amount of DPS with a total of 14 ER Small Lasers, and you could add more. It's got insane levels of armor on top of that, and some great mobility to allow you to track your targets no problem. This thing is a true addition to any big mech lands, and you can play this as early as 1 or 2 missions with the Gargoyle. This mech, I would say, this point in time is one of the best mechs in the game if you build it like this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the build, and then I'm gonna show you how it works in a mission. Let's go! Alrighty guys, here we are in our mech lab. I'll show you how to build this 30 DPS. You heard me correctly, 30 DPS behemoth with all its speed and cooling and armor. In order to put this mech together, you're going to need a couple of mech parts, and these are non-optional. We need all of them to make this thing happen. We need the Charlie Omnipod set for the right arm, the Alpha Omnipod set for the left arm, the P Omnipod set for the center torso, as well as the right torso and left torso. Any other part can be from the prime. Let's go through it bit by bit. In the center torso, we are using the P center torso. If you want a slightly more offensive build, you can use the prime center torso for an additional ER Small Laser. Or if you want to go super offensive, you can use the Delta center torso for double ER Small Lasers in the CT. But your CT is going to have 60 front armor. With this build, you're going to have 130 front armor. So, P center torso with 2 ferro armor pods in there, that is my recommendation. Head component, it doesn't matter, you can just keep the Gargoyle Prime head, there is no difference. For the legs, once again it doesn't matter, any leg will do, just put 1 ton of ferro armor pod in there, getting you to 86 armor. Then, for the right torso, you're going to choose the Gargoyle P Omnipod right torso, 2 ER Small Lasers, 1 ton ferro armor pod, and a double heatsink, and another 1 ton ferro armor pod. In the left torso, once again, we're choosing the P Omnipod set right here. We're putting in a targeting computer Mark 1 for the extra 4% beam range boost, but this could also just be a double heatsink, that is totally up to you. 2 ER Small Lasers, another double heatsink, and a total of 2 tons worth of ferro armor pods. Then, we're taking the Charlie right arm, we're putting in 6 ER Small Lasers, and 1 ton ferro armor pod, getting this arm up to 84 armor. And on the left arm, we're using the Alpha Omnipod, that way we can put in 4 ER Small Lasers, 1 double heatsink, and 1.5 tons of ferro armor pods. All in all, we get to almost 850 armor on an 80-ton Gargoyle, running an XL400 engine and 30 DPS out of that Gargoyle without having to worry about ammo, and we're having a range, optimal range in this build, of around 450 meters almost, which is kind of crazy if you're playing this on somebody like Jaden. Yeah, this is definitely a build for mechs, for pilots that have a bigger range. Normally we now would go to the training grounds, but you know what? Let's just go straight into a mission, and I'm going to show you what I would normally show you in the training grounds, in the mission, and talk about the build that way. Let's go. Here we are in mission, guys. We're on Trueborn difficulty. Now the main name of the game is going to be, can we do enough damage before we die? Because we will have to get a little bit closer to our targets. We only have 439 meters optimal range, and that means that the AI is going to be in range for most of their weapons, and there's only like 100 meters difference before they will start using weapons like SRMs. So this is going to be challenging. I don't think we'll get as far as with the Hellbringer, because the Hellbringer had a lot more range, but we will see. Here we go, going in, immediately taking fire from the Zeus. I'm gonna start moving towards him and trying to hit only CT as much as I can. That, my friends, was a aimbot shot straight to our cockpit. If you're wondering how that happens, we'll take the Zeus up with the next shot. There we go, 2 helos coming in, there's 1, there's 2, and there's this Atlas on the side. We've got the Crusader over here. Atlas is coming straight for us. He's engaging us at 500 meters, but that should be in our optimal range. He's just twisting and turning right now, and I'm just gonna keep moving forwards and backwards in a perpendicular fashion, hoping that I can get him to shoot a couple of shots into the boonies. Unfortunately, he keeps walking backwards. That's not helping me. He needs to go forward to get closer to me. But it's okay, next shot will kill him, alright? Yeah, there we go. Atlas is down. I'm gonna go for the AC2 turrets next. These guys are dangerous. There we go, took him down. There's a J. Edgar here, he's toast, and now the Crusader is shooting at me. I mean, if you're just standing still like this, my friend, I'm just gonna shoot your cockpit. I didn't like that one. And there we go, cockpit kill, nice. 88%. Now, you could also just run in and just start shooting. I've tried that. I didn't show that to you, but a long story short, I was at about 66% or so at this point. So if you're going in, the same thing happens that happens in Mechwarrior 5 Mercs, that people will always tell me that this doesn't happen because for some reason they think they know more about the game than I do. The closer you get to targets, the more damage they do to you. A, they have a higher chance of hitting you, and B, they will shoot you with more of their weapons. And these are inner sphere mechs. The closer you get, the more you have to contend with ER mediums or medium lasers, SRMs and whatnot, so you gotta be very, very careful with that. And I'm missing a couple of targets here. Where'd they go? Hello? I was promised some tanks. I mean, there's an SRM carrier here that was almost dead. Did they commit seppuku together or something? That was weird. We're missing a couple of targets. Well, where was I? Oh, yes. So yeah, long story short, the proximity to your targets also determines on how much damage you take. Just because the AI seems to have a higher hit chance the closer it gets to you. That summoner's being a real nuisance right here. And of course he's gonna cockpit shake us, and we're gonna get some of the targeting problems by hitting us with a PPC right here. And the problem, of course, is the AI doesn't have that problem. If you hit the AI with a PPC, the AI doesn't care, because the AI doesn't have a reticle. The AI has a set of dice that they roll for hit or miss, right? So, there we go. There's a Vindicator coming in. I'm gonna take a couple of seconds to cool down here. And see what happens. Alright, we should be ready now. Taking the J. Edgar. Vindicator's still here. He just shot his PPC into the wall. I'm very happy about that. Now, can we get a good shot on him, though? I mean, if you're just gonna stand behind the building, I'll just shoot you. I'll just find a good angle and kill you. Not a problem. I have no qualms about that. There comes the PPC hit this time. Unfortunately, it hit us. LRMs are gonna destroy our point of view. There we go. Another aimbot straight to the cockpit. Nice. So, the AI is big time cheating here, right? On Trooper difficulty, the main addition to the difficulty seems to be A, they're hitting you more, and B, they're just bullet sponges. That Vindicator has a tankiness of an Atlas, basically, in the earlier game modes, or in the later game modes. Just look at how much damage this Banshee is taking on his CT, or not taking. Kinda thankful that that medium laser shot just went into the boonies. Can we kill the Banshee before she kills us? He's hot now, you see? He's hot. But so are we. I need one shot to kill him, come on. Red CT doesn't die. Okay. Alright. Alright. We have a name for that. It's called a bullet sponge. Yeah. So needless to say, on True-Born difficulty, as in all difficulties really, if you want to make your life a little bit easier, bring more range, as always. Let's see what we can do to the Battle Master here. Oh, that was a big hit to my CT. Yeah, we're probably dying here to him. Let's see. Can we kill him? Nope, we cannot. We took some shots from the awesome in the back, or from that, what is that? I think it's an awesome in the back. And we're finally dead. So, long story short, the closer you get to targets in this game, the more damage you will take, because they will start to use more weapons against you, and they're gonna have a slightly higher chance to hit the closer they get to you. So, that being said, our 400 meters is by no means no range. It's still okay range, but as you can see, the Hellbringer had an easier time because the ER mediums afforded a bigger safe zone of about 200 meters or so, where the Hellbringer can shoot and the targets can't shoot at the Hellbringer. So, that was a nice contrast between range and DPS. DPS-wise, this mech is amazing, and I think it's gonna serve you very, very well in the earlier parts of when you start to get assault mechs, and you can easily play this up until the last mission. Of course, just don't try to solo the mission like I did right here. Just bring the appropriate mechs and a couple of friends and you will have no problems. You're gonna have a fast striker that can get in there and finish off enemy mechs very, very quickly. I would say our mech performed quite nicely. Our 80-ton Piranha was able to really bite into enemy mechs, and even though they were super bullet sponging all the way throughout the mission, we were able to kill quite a couple of them. We killed, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 assault mechs, a couple of heavies and mediums, plus some other stuff. And that at close range with just a Gargoyle. I would say that is some impressive killing. Guys, try this build, let me know how it goes for you. At this point, of course, I would like to say thank you so much to all my amazing supporters. Guys, I literally couldn't do this without them, and if you are not a supporter yet and would like to say thanks for the videos, please have a look at the video description. You can support me by becoming a patron, by checking out my merch store, or by sending a one-time donation. Any donation this month over $20 will earn your nickname a spot of fame on the new gaming PC that I'm building. It's going to be on the side panel, resting there in eternal glory. Thank you for your support.